We've been gone for about 2 months. Gonna be anti-skid, basically. So what we're...
Alright, so it's time for chopping off the pipe.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a bit of fun. You'll see why.
Attempt 28 or...
So, we are back in Australia.
Yes, and we
Hello
have been
everyone!
back. And we have been back for a couple of months. Yeah.
We were away, no, for some time.
We've been gone for about 2 months, and during that time, we've actually had a professional painter do some work on the boat, Chris, and he's helping us now as well, sanding away and painting.
So that felt really good, coming back and seeing a few things.
Seeing progress
Yes.
without actually doing much work yourself.
Yeah, so it felt amazing to be back here and to see a splash of color. And just knowing that there is no more sanding needed on those areas that have top coat on, it felt amazing.
Yeah. And for now, we're working on getting the boat painted inside and out before the end of the year. That's our plan, our mission.
Yes. First we'll finish the exterior, I guess, or we try to work in parallel.
Yeah.
But in this episode, we are going to show you the application of the non-skid on the Salon roof.
Yes.
And the preparation, the few tasks that we had on our to-do list in order to be able to do the non-skid application and the
top
top coat.
And right now, we're working on preparing the roof. So the whole roof is going to be anti-skid, basically. So what we're doing while the painter is gone with other important business, we are trying to lay out a decent looking pattern on the roof for where we'll have the anti-skid, and then leave the rest gloss.
So we'll just use some masking tape to try to mark.
Yeah. Try to figure out what it's going to look like, and then we've slept on it overnight. We're thinking maybe we put a little bit too much anti-skid.
Yeah, so what you see right now is yesterday's thoughts on where the anti-skid should go. And this morning we actually thought that
we'll have another look.
To slightly move the masking tape a little bit higher so that we don't have such a wide patch.
Exactly.
Yes. Because it might be unnecessary and it might...
absolutely unnecessary. Nobody is ever going to be walking here.
On that really curved corner of the roof.
So the top of the roof and where we have access points is where we need the anti-skid. And so we'll do some adjustments to that today.
Yes.
anything that that's going to be painted in top coat has to be finished, basically. So we have to make sure that hatches, windows fit, and that it's the drains that I put in are completed. I never finished the drains from the forward or from the cabin hatches. So that's something that had to be done before painting top coat on the Salon roof.
Met a woman, got engaged. I'm past wedding day, and my feet turned cold at the tone of those wedding bells. I felt bad, everybody got dressed up, but I knew I'd messed up, so I had to fess up that all I really wanted was just to get drunk as hell.
Alright, so it's time for chopping off the pipe.
Yes. Yeah, so the idea is, well, for water to come in here, of course, and then drain. And I had intended for the water to drain into the drain around this hatch. But because of the reinforcement that's in this forward bulkhead here, I can't do that. Instead, I have to go a little bit below the reinforcement and straight through the bulkhead and into the locker, which is a shame, but it'll work out. So from here, the water goes down the pipe and through the bulkhead. Easy.
Yep.
And then drains out of the locker in the bottom. I'll see if I'll probably add a pipe to lead it all the way down to the bottom before draining, to keep stuff more dry in the locker when it rains. But for now, I'm just sorting this out so that we can paint the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Drunk as hell, I'm talking about hellfire. Oh, hellfire, that's where I'm bound. I'm talking about hellfire. Yeah, hellfire. Oh, hellfire, that's where I'm bound. Real sinful, needing grace. Sunday morning, knew the place, so I stumbled into church.
Yes, and we also had to make sure that the big hatches for the Salon fit, because we didn't really finish that either.
we
We
did the
tested.
cutouts and we filled them with glass, but we never cleaned that up because there was never any time to do that.
Yeah, so now we finished sanding that and just test fitting the hatches, and yeah, that was a bit of fun. You'll see why.
Attempt 28 or something.
In. Yay!
That's a relief.
Yes, and then back to the non-skid application. What's interesting maybe to mention about that is the method that we are doing it, which is a bit different than what's usually done on other boats, from what I hear.
Yeah, most non-skid applications are done after the boat is painted. We're trying to do add some texture to the paint as well as the aggregate. So we're trying to
Apply a primer, right, with a textured roller?
Yes, to give the paint a little bit of shape, and then add the aggregate to that. And we do that before the top coat to make it look better, basically. The surfaces, big surfaces for the anti-skid are prepared, and then we've just covered the remainder so we don't splatter the anti-slip or skid while we paint, which will happen in just a few moments, I guess. So yesterday's taping went pretty good, and then it's been slightly improved by the pro this morning. So, anti-skid, we roll on with a primer, a thick primer, and using lots of aggregate, glass aggregate, and let that set, and then we put the top coat on that.
Like in any other paint application, we had to prepare the surface by cleaning, wiping on a prep wash and then wipe off. And after that, Chris rolled the primer on and Axel and I sprinkled the non-skid aggregate.
We'll
It's gonna
see.
look like it's come out of a mold,
Or
right?
maybe not quite, but it's gonna look it's gonna be a good application
Yes.
with a decent amount of grip. Yeah.
Thanks for watching! We enjoy making these videos, and if you think you like following our progress, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications button. A like and a comment are highly appreciated and will get in touch with you. If you want to see where we are in real life, check out our Patreon page, Building Wilda. Otherwise, see you next Sunday!